Well, good morning. I know that if you're watching this video, you're probably getting ready for a face-to-face interview. We've already covered some things to do on the phone interview, and so I'm going to talk to you about the essential things for doing a face-to-face interview. What's really important? And really, there's about three things that's really important. One is preparation. The other is having the right perspective. The other is this is not an interview, this is a sales call. And I'm going to touch on each of those topics for just a few moments. And preparation, let's talk about preparation. You just cannot prepare enough. You know, what gives confidence in an interview, what keeps you from coming in and being all brain racing, trying to slow yourself down, trying to be on target with your interview, is the fact that you have prepared. You have received a list of typically asked interview questions from us and a response for them. And I can't emphasize enough how important it is that you would role play and rehearse and get your answers down to those questions. You will walk into an interview very, very confident that you will have the right answers because of that rehearsal and that training and that preparation. So prepare is the most important thing that you can do getting ready for a face-to-face interview. The other thing is I want to give you the right perspective. I don't know how to explain this, but a lot of people go into an interview thinking this is all about me getting a job. And this is not about you. This is all about the employer getting someone to fill a position in their company. The employer has a problem. If you think about it and you see it through their eyes, that hiring manager has been doing double work. They've been filling that position, staying late, missing Little League games, and until that position's filled, they have a problem. And guess what? You're the solution to their problem. So have the perspective, this is not about me, this is about the company. And then the final thing I want to mention in having the right perspective is I think a lot of people carry a mental picture in their mind about interviewing, and the picture is that they're going to go to the company and they're going to sit across the desk from somebody, and that person's going to fire questions at them and they're going to respond, and hopefully at the end of that they'll have a job. But I would like to create a new picture about interviewing for you. I want that interview to be a sales call, and guess what? You're the product. If you understand that, how does a sales call work? A sales call, I think people sometimes have a picture of sales being some way to manipulate people to buy stuff they don't want. But really, that isn't how sales works. You really don't have anything to sell unless the person you're selling to has a problem that you have a solution for. And what they buy is your solution to their problem. And so one of the most important things you do in a sales call is you ask questions to find out what is their problem so that you can offer your solution very specific to what they're looking for. And so if you go into this interview, this face-to-face interview, knowing that this isn't going to be a typical interview, it's a sales call, and you're the product. You're going to find out their problems that you can bring to the table, the solutions to solve for them. And so I want to give you that new perspective on interviewing. And it's so important to understand what are employers looking for. What is it that they want to know about you? What are the problems that they've had in the past that you can bring the solution for? And basically, I want you to notice all of these start with S. We call it the 5 S's. But these are the 5 S's that employers are looking for and wanting to know about you. One, that they've had a problem in the past with some of their employees that they've not been very stable. They came in, the company trained them, spent a lot of time getting them prepared and producing on their job, and then they left. And so one of the things they want to know about you is stability. Are you very stable on your job? So you really need to have some good preparation on answering their stability questions, like why did you leave your last job? We'll cover some of those on future videos. They're going to want to know about your skills. And they're going to ask you very specific questions like, can you do this? And what you want to have prepared for that is problem, action, result, responses. In other words, it's better to tell a very quick story, less than a minute, about how you solved a problem or how you have a skill than it is to tell a big, long, drawn-out thing. So problem, action, result. Yes, we had a problem at my previous employer, very much like that. I offered and suggested that we implement these things, and as a result, we got this quantifiable result. Make sure your result is something that's measurable, quantifiable, and that gives you very good skill responses to skill questions. Another thing they're going to want to know is about your success, and so you need to spend some time preparing. How can you show a future employer about career growth? You know, I started out here and I grew to counter sales, and I went from counter sales to outside sales, and I've produced in each of my areas. You want to be able to show that you've had career growth. And then they're going to want to know, do you fit into their culture? You know, every company has a corporate culture, and you can go to their website, and it's very revealing how corporate culture shows up on their website, in their mission statement, in their company history, how things have gone. So learn what they're looking for when it comes to somebody that fits into our organization. I've worked with companies where they expected every person to wear a tie and a coat every day, and that was their corporate culture. And I've been to other companies where everybody was wearing a polo shirt. So know their culture. And then they also want to know about salary. Does your salary fit into their range? And so they're going to ask you some questions, and I'm going to cover that on future videos, how to answer the salary question. But you need to be prepared to handle that in a very professional and handle it in the right way. So companies want to know those 5 S things about you, and you need to have preparation in each of those areas so that you can do a great job of responding to their questions. They want to know, can you come into their company and solve their problems? It's not about you, it's about the company. And so have the right perspective, know about your employer and know about their culture, and know how to offer your solutions to their problems, and you'll ace the face-to-face interview. I'll see you on the next video.